Hello, welcome back to another video with Imolani. This is my second video with the Cosmic Abyssia. I decided to use him 1-star again. I didn't fully check him out in the last video. I was very focused on that brawler build. I don't get to try that out very often. I tend not to like to go with the builds that everybody's going, just because it is hard to get anything going. You have so much competition, you don't see the brawlers as much. I'd still love to figure out the brawler build and figure out how to make it viable and actually win with it. So I wanted to do another video with the Cosmic Abyssia so I can really kind of feature him and show him off. And I want to check out the Control 1-2-3. See what he does. Alrighty. So this is me down at the bottom. You always start in the same position. You're at the bottom on the carousel. Alright, and we got the... Everybody went for the recurve bow. There was a line of people going for the recurve bow. You're going to have competition for that recurve bow. And after this first carousel, the only people that are going to get the recurve bow are going to be the people in the last two spots. So you have to get lucky after that and get the recurve bows in drops if you want the recurve bows. They're just... The double recurve bow, virtually everybody wants that item on somebody. On Kale or on Zed. I've seen it a little bit on Shyvana. I don't know if that's real popular on Shyvana or not, but probably on Xayah. So the double recurve bow and then the Rage Blade, those are kind of the two things that people want, and Hurricane being another one. Well, kind of getting the Warlord there, so let's check it out. We're going Warlord a lot, just because it's something that people aren't really going, so there's not a lot of competition for it, so we get to see it. Which is why I usually try to go with what I'm seeing, rather than forcing a build. When you try to force a build, you do have to spend a lot of resources re-rolling. And with the Brawler build, really kind of have to do that early. Which doesn't work if you're trying to save up for 50 gold. Oh! And there we got the Vanguard. Oh. Hey, Vanguard. So we'll see. We may go Warlord early with the Keeper buff. But we got Vanguard. So if we go 8-piece Vanguard, we could go Fable. We could also go Mystic. We've got some options, we'll see kind of what happens here. So Vanguard, what it is, I'll scroll over it on the left here. They gain bonus armor and magic resist. I've got the 4-piece right now, so I've got the one that's in white. So they get 250 armor and 40 magic resist. The thing with when you go Vanguard is they're very tanky, they're hard to kill, but they also don't really do that much damage. So you have to go with items that will help you do damage. So Morellonomicon or Sunfire Cape are good options. The Bramble Vest is a good option. Spark, the Ionic Spark, things like that. Things that will help you do some extra damage. Alright. So Warlord, I don't think we're going to wind up keeping Warlord. But I wouldn't mind going Warlord early just to get, you know, if we're not keeping it, we can sell her, get up to 10. Just to get Garen the Warlord buff. Oh, there's another Vanguard, nice. You know what? We really do want to stay above 10 there. We get 1 interest right now. Because we've got the 10 gold, you get 1 interest per 10 gold. You can see it on the left. You can see your opponent's gold on the right. So he's going Spirit. Duelist, looks like. It's a pretty common combination. Duelists are all about attack speed, and Spirit, when they cast their spells, give the team attack speed. You can see we're going to the timer. We go into timeout a lot. The Vanguards, they don't do a lot of damage, but they also don't take a lot of damage, so it's interesting like that. Okay. So, something to do against those attack speed teams is Frozen Heart. It takes a Chain Vest and a Tear. I'm just scrolling over. That's something you can do on the left if you want to see what items combine into. It reduces the attack speed of nearby enemies by 50%. Each Frozen Hearted champion carries beyond the first increases the radius of this effect. So you could get one person stacked up with 3 Frozen Hearts, and it'd be a pretty big radius. And so that's something you can do if you're struggling with duelists. There's other things that slow attack speed as well. I think Maokai slows attack speed. Nasus, his spell slows attack speed. And then things like Adepts slow attack speed. Alright, that's awesome. So we will be getting a Morellonomicon. We'll put it on Garen. He's a great person to put it on. Anti-healing is really important. Very nice. And Morellonomicon on Garen is just amazing because he gets it applied to anybody that's around him. You know, we'll just kind of get spread out here so that the AoE damage isn't applying. So Garen, what he does, and I'll go ahead and read him here. I'll read him on the back line so that he's not moving around. He spins his sword for 4 seconds, dealing 450 magic damage to nearby enemies and reducing incoming magic damage by 80% over the duration. Now, the one that I have on the board is a 2-star, so he's going to be actually getting the middle number. He also has a Morellonomicon on the board, so it's going to be more than that, 675. But so he spins, and the Morellonomicon applies the burn to anybody it attacks, and that spin just hits everybody that's around him. So Morellonomicon, he gets that burn applied to anybody that's in range, and it's just really, really good to apply all that anti-healing. Okay, there's a Wukong, nice, and I will grab the Nidalee. And we'll go ahead and read the Morellonomicon. So when the holder deals magic damage with their spell, and he's dealing magic damage when he spins, they burn the target, dealing 25% of the target's maximum health as true damage over 10 seconds, and reduces healing by 50% for the duration of the burn. So true damage, what that means is armor and magic resist, it just ignores those, and it does the damage period. But the big part of Morellonomicon is it's a 10-second burn, so it applies that 50% reduced healing for 10 seconds to anybody it gets applied to. So if you have someone that can apply Morellonomicon, it's better than Sunfire Cape because it lasts longer. And Garen is great at applying that Morellonomicon effect. Now, Sunfire Cape is great to put on like your brawlers or your front line because it will apply to the front line, which is important to kind of help eat through some of that health. All right. So he was level 5, and he had more 2-stars than us, and so he was kind of eating through what we had. All right. So we will go ahead and stick Garen over here. And we'll grab just the extra Warlord. So the Krugs, I always position on the board. I position everybody so that most of the team is gonna kill one. When one dies, the others will heal. So I wanted Garen over there with Umbrellonomicon to apply that anti-healing. To get that stacking Warlord buff, I think I will stick V in there. So I've got the Warlord. I'm not keeping Warlord. I just want to get the Warlord buff on Garen while I'm able to. Warlords, they get bonus health and spell power. Each victorious combat they participate in increases the bonus by 10%, stacking up to 5 times. So I just need 5 victorious combats here, and then I can get rid of Nidalee and V. At least I think that's how it works. I think Garen gets to keep the bonus. So right now his health is 2255, and he's at 153% on the spell power. And he's doing 1029 on the damage. So it looks like, okay, this is our first victorious combat, so he'll get 250 health and 25 spell power. So now, 2255, 1029. Huh. He didn't get the... Yeah, he should have gotten 250 health and 25 spell power. Interesting. Maybe it applies once combat begins? No, it didn't apply. You know, I think I noticed that with the other Warlord game I did. I'm not sure what's up with that tooltip, but... And there. That's 2 victorious combat. I'm grabbing the Nico because she's Fabled, and we do have... There we go. I'll do a little bit of rerolling once I get to level 6. But so she's Fabled, and we do have Nautilus here, who is also Fabled. She's also Mystic, and that's another popular build, is to go Mystic with... When you go the Piece Vanguard, you go 2-piece Mystic. They become very hard to kill. The Mystic will just give him that extra magic resist. So there, the duelists are starting to hurt a little. We may want to look at doing that Frozen Heart. I am kind of holding off. I was hoping to get another Chain Vest. No Chain Vests. Okay. So that's alright, I'll grab a Negatron cloak while it's available. It doesn't look like his health and spell power is changing at all. That is interesting. Well, we'll go ahead and stick in our Mystic. And with the two-piece Mystic, everybody on the team also gets another 40 magic resist. So right now, all of my Vanguards have got 250 armor and 80 magic resist. Oh, we did get a bit of a stacking buff, I think. Just go ahead and sell the Warlord. So she's got a 3-star Diana. That's why she's hurting like she is. Get the 6-piece Vanguard, the 500 armor and 70 magic resist. So the reason why he's 7 already, well, he may have dumped to get there, but he hasn't lost yet. So he's had the win streak of that. He's been getting that extra 3 gold around since the 5th PvP battle. So the last 5 he's got that extra 3, so that's an extra 15 gold. I mean, that it makes a difference. Alright. Do 1 and do a little rerolling here. Stick her in for some damage, hopefully. So the Nico, she does that. She throws a seed at a random target that explodes for 225 magic damage 3 times. Each explosion affects a bigger area than the last. So she has the possibility of doing quite a lot of damage. And that's what we're lacking, is damage. And there's the Braum. Very nice. And Sejuani. And there it is. And get an Ionic Spark. Okay, so he's got the Bramble Vest. Negates bonus damage from incoming critical hits. On being hit by a basic attack, he deals 80, 100, or 150 magic damage to all nearby enemies. That's based on the star level of your champ. Mine's at 2 stars, so he'll get the middle number. I'm working on a 3-star. And then he's got the Merlinomicon to apply the burn, and then he has enemies within 2 hexes have their magic resist reduced by 40%. And I'll look for more here in just a sec. I just want to finish rerolling here. So I'm rerolling before I hit level 7, because that gives me the best chance of seeing the white cards. I'll grab them. I don't know that I'm keeping them. I don't think we'll keep them. and then they are zap taking magic damage equal to 225% of their max mana. So these two things will, or these three things will actually allow him to do some damage. Alright, and so I'm going to move around a little bit here and kind of show off. He drags his sword behind him as the little legend is showing off here. And do one more reroll. We're trying to get the Garen 3-star, which just may not happen. And we'll get the extra magic resist in there. So the 40 magic resist on top of the 70, so now they're all getting 110. Just means they're taking less magic damage. Alright, so now I'm going to face and do control 1. Watch my little legend, who does like a twirl thing with the sword. Okay. Control 2. Ah, he kills a planet. He's a cosmic abyssia. And then control 3. He's twirling with the sword up in the air. So control 1 is a different kind of sword work here. They don't do the control 1, 2, 3 when you're getting hit by a boom. Let's go look at what we have here. Get there. Did I get it? I did. Ooh. That's the Cho'Gath. That gives us the Fabled, and Cho'Gath has an amazing item on him for Cho'Gath. So now, hopefully we can get a belt. So get Cho'Gath in there. And so everybody gets that orb. If you see the orb, then everybody else got the orb, and they got the exact same items out of it. And I think we will do a Frozen Heart. The loaded dice. I think we'll wait till level 8 to do it. And everybody gets the loaded dice. You use it on a specific hero, and it will reroll the shop, and you will get only heroes that share one of the two keywords that the hero you use the loaded dice on has. But it's still, these shop odds apply, and since there is a yellow Vanguard, I'm wanting to do it when I'm level 8, and I've got a higher chance of getting the yellow Vanguard. You know what? So since Fabled seems to be where we're going, I'm not going to keep her. These raptors are the last round where you get the kind of the half item, so I'm just kind of waiting to see what all we get here before applying this. So I like Cho'Gath. He ruptures a large area, dealing 230 magic damage and knocking up all enemies within 2 seconds. The Fabled bonus, he knocks up... Oh, there... He had the Fabled bonus. He knocks up everybody on the board. So if we can get him a Morellonomicon, he'll be like Garen, where he's just applying... Well, he'll apply it to the whole board. That's pretty spectacular. And I don't... Oh, we did kill a couple others. After this, I think we will push for level 8. Yes, we'll drop below on the gold, but we want to use those loaded dice and see if we can't get an Orn early. We want to get those items rolling. And we did, we got a belt, awesome. And we'll put... Why not? Put half items here. And we'll go ahead and use it on our Fabled Vanguard. I went ahead and locked it because I did want to buy everybody, but we were having a full board issue. And do it again. And there he is, our gold Garen. And our gold Braum. I was hoping to see the Orn, but that's alright. So now we'll save back up. Oh, he's got the Orn. He's 8 and he's full on gold. We did get 2 3-stars out of that though, so it was still a good thing. So I stuck that recurve bow item on Cho'Gath, just so that he can kind of stay out of some of that AoE damage. Survive a little longer to get that Morellonomicon applied to the whole field. That's just such a huge... Gold Braum with the magic resist item on him is, that is tough to beat. Yeah, we weren't quite fast enough, that's alright. You know, we'll do this, I guess. When he does that knock up, 520 magic damage and knocking up all enemies within for 2.5 seconds. So he does that 520 damage to all enemies within. So he's going to heal for 33% of the damage dealt. If he's knocking up 9 enemies, I mean, he's just going to heal back to full with that. He's got the Kale going. Yeah, let's see here. Executioner, Executioner. And Orn. He's got some of my... So yeah, I've just got a lot of competition for the... And he's got an Orn and a Sejuani as well. So they're just going for the purple and the yellow Vanguards to deny me. And those are the ones that I'm not seeing. And that's alright. It's a good strategy. It's what works. Alright, there's a gold Nico. That's actually a good item. We can stick that on Nico. Nice. Cho'Gath got it off a second time before he died. Yep. And this is the power of the Kale. We don't have our 8-piece Vanguard. We don't have the Olaf who's getting us the items. And Kale is just very, very powerful. And the fact that we dumped all our gold early kind of hurt us in getting to level 9. It hurt us, and we can't reroll to get the yellows, to get the horn. But we'll see. Maybe we're at the bottom now, so maybe we'll get lucky, get horn off the next carousel, assuming we survive. Oof, which we may not, because we're not beating anybody that's left. There, we got a 2-star Shyvana, or Sejuani, that might help. they're starting to get golds now, too. Either way, this has still been kind of fun. And now they've got the... Lee Sin can get rid of the, you know, the gold. He knocks them off the board. Oh, we did survive. Nice. Get one more chance here. And shoot. No Orn. Let's see here. We did get up to 9. Let's re-roll here. And there's the Orn. Hey, we got him. And we'll go Divine on her. Give us 2-piece Divine. She'll do a little bit of... Get damage reduction and do a little bit of true damage. Can't hurt. And now we've got the 8-piece Vanguard. So now they've got 1,000 armor and 100 magic resist. So they are a lot less squishy. Come on! Oh, he didn't get the Merlinomicon off. Well, we tried. We did make it hard for him. If you enjoy what I'm producing, please subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, please thumbs up it. We'll see you next video.